In a quiet town tucked between misty hills, there lived a sleek gray cat named Milo. Everyone adored him. Shopkeepers left treats for him, children tried to pet him, and neighbors swore he brought good luck whenever he curled up near their doorstep. But what no one knew was that Milo had a secret. He understood human language perfectly. He listened, he observed, and he remembered everything. One chilly morning, as Milo lounged on a rooftop warmed by the early sun, he overheard something strange. Two men in long coats whispered behind the bakery, "Tonight, the old clock tower. Don't be late, no mistakes this time." Milo sat up. Their tone wasn't like harmless gossip. This was serious. The old clock tower had been abandoned for decades. What were they planning? That evening, Milo followed one of the men through the winding streets. The man never noticed the silent shadow trailing behind him. As he reached an old warehouse, he slipped inside. Milo quietly leapt through a broken window. Inside were maps, blueprints, boxes marked with red warning symbols. Milo's fur bristled. Something big was happening. Suddenly, footsteps echoed toward him. Milo ducked behind a crate as the two men approached. "The device is ready," one whispered. "We set it under the clock tower at midnight. No one will ever suspect." A device? Midnight? Milo didn't understand everything, but he understood enough. Something dangerous was coming. He sprinted out of the warehouse and ran through the alleys, heading straight to the one person he trusted, Lila, a young journalist who fed him tuna every morning and always talked to him like he was human. When Milo scratched at her door relentlessly, Lila opened it, surprised. "Milo? What's wrong?" He grabbed the corner of her jacket with his teeth and pulled. Lila frowned, confused, but she followed. Milo led her all the way to the abandoned warehouse. Lila gasped when she saw the strange crates and papers. She took pictures quickly, her hands shaking. Then, a loud clang. The two men had returned. Lila ducked behind the crates with Milo. The men spoke again, louder this time. "Once the tower collapses, we can get everything we want. No one will stop us." Lila covered her mouth to keep from gasping. Milo could feel her fear. When the men left, she whispered, "We need to warn everyone." But when they tried to slip out, a flashlight beam hit them. "Well, well," a deep voice said. "Looks like we have company." The men blocked the exit. Milo hissed fiercely. Lila backed away. One of the men stepped forward, and Milo launched himself at the man's leg, claws extended. "Ah! Get him off!" In the chaos, Lila sprinted out of the warehouse, Milo on her heels. They dashed through the streets until they reached the town guard building. "Please, you have to listen," Lila said breathlessly. At first, no one believed her. Until Milo jumped onto the captain's desk and dropped a stolen piece of blueprint he had grabbed during the escape. The captain's eyes widened. "Is this real?" Lila nodded. "They're planning something at the clock tower tonight." The captain sent every available guard. Near midnight, they surrounded the tower. The two men arrived carrying a large metal case, only to find the guards waiting. They were arrested before they could activate anything. When the case was opened, inside lay a powerful demolition charge, enough to destroy half the square. The town celebrated Lila for her bravery, but she pointed at Milo in her arms. "He's the real hero," she said proudly. Since that night, Milo became more than the town's friendly cat. He became its guardian. And late at night, when the streets were quiet, he still patrolled the rooftops, ears alert, tail steady, listening for secrets that humans might miss. Because Milo had learned something important. The world had more mysteries than anyone knew, and someone needed to watch over it. And Milo was ready.